How you doing today, folks? So today I'm unboxing yet another knife from the secondary market. Um, so first and foremost, I've been mentioning this a lot lately. I do have a PO box now, Kyle J. Lanfear, PO Box 8894, Stockton, CA 95208. If you guys want to send me anything, please send it there. I've had a couple people recently send stuff to my actual address, which I at one point in time did have on file. So I live in a pretty bad area, and stuff comes up missing. Now I've been lucky, and I happen to get your packages with no issues, so your items will are all means safe and will be returned to you. But please, please, please mail to the PO box. If you have my address, it means I've known you for a while. We've been kind of going back and forth for a while, so I appreciate it. But again, just please, for your own safety and my peace of mind of your products, mail to the PO box. Again, that's Kyle J. Lanfear, PO Box 8894. Now, let's bust open the newly sharpened Paragon Knives Warlock. Ooh, that shit cut through like butter. That's a fail. All right, so we have a custom knife factory. Well, knife. Whew, I'm looking forward to this one. I know what this is. It looked good in pictures. I just have a feeling it's gonna look amazing in person. Oh, it's Velcro. I'm trying to find a zipper pouch or something. It's just nowhere to be found. Oh, this is bigger than I thought it would. Oh. That is a beautiful apocalyptic looking beast. M390 steel on the flipper tab. Big, weighty first flip. Oh, butter. Man. Oh yeah. I actually wasn't aware that the finish kind of crossed into the blade, but I actually really like that. Again, this is very much like an apocalyptic, beat down, acid washed finish with these crazy anno pieces on it, and I'm happy. So this is purchased from the secondary market. I actually did not have enough money to buy this. I've been purchasing so much stuff lately. I'm not going broke or anything. Like, you don't need to worry about that. But oh man, it just drops. So I basically, how I figure things out is so I will have every month a custom knife budget as well as a channel knife budget, and I need to fall between those two parameters. If either one of those goes too high, or I want something that's higher than my threshold, I need to sell something or make some sort of additional income. Otherwise, I won't get it. There we go. Because running a YouTube channel is expensive, especially because I don't monetize my videos. I don't do any of that stuff. So there is no return investment. There's just, again, I do this because I love this community, and I have an absolute blast talking with you guys, hanging out with you guys, and I've made some genuine friends. This is also the Custom Knife Factory little microfiber cloth. Yeah, that was good. So basically I was a little ahead of where I was supposed to be at, and he's like, hey, make it in a couple payments. Originally it was supposed to be like a couple of weeks out, so pay half of it immediately and the other half a couple of weeks out. I ended up being able to make some pretty big sales, and was able to get it the next day. But just giving me that option is amazing. Also, I cannot stress this enough. Doing something like that, you can so easily be screwed over. It's time for money to disappear, or someone to take off, or sell the knife to somebody else. Like, it's a sketchy thing to do, and this person just did it. Again, just showing how good this community is. Now, I'm not really about mentioning names on this channel. A lot of people can be sensitive, and I don't really want to offend anybody or cause problems like that. He is a subscriber, so if you happen to see him and he comments on it, by all means, that's who it is. Not a problem. If he wants to keep it to himself, that's also not a problem. So initial impressions. This is a heavy knife, but I love it. It just feels so solid in the hand. I actually really, man, I can't get over just little blade wash. It looks rustic and beat up and not something I would normally like, but just with this overall finish, I just think that really brings it out. Also, that is a mirror edge. Oh my God. Ooh, that is beautiful. Oh, I love it. This is very much a big knife, but fits my hands very well. This is me choked up. This is me how I like to hold my knives, nice and loose. Well, very secured, but loose at the same time. Fingers aren't all tightened up. They're just kind of relaxed. It fits very well. It's very comfortable. If I really bear down and squeeze, again, this is white knuckle squeezing. There's no reason you're going to want to hold a knife this tight. There's a slight hot spot right here. There's actually a little groove in my finger from where that bears down into. But again, just holding it regular, there's nothing. This handle is just amazing. This is a Tashi Brusha design. Tashi Brusha is one of my, probably saying that wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. Tashi is one of my favorite designers. He makes some absolutely amazing stuff. I like that. A little bit extra security. He makes some absolutely amazing stuff. His ergonomics are always through the roof. He even has some much smaller knives than I would normally carry, but somehow those feel good. They don't fit my hand. I have a finger sticking off, but it's somehow still comfortable, which is baffling. So he's a very, very good designer, very well-known designer, famous for a reason. Custom Knife Factory. So I've actually had a couple bad experiences with them before, but for the most part, their products are amazing. I'm going to attribute the bad experiences to a language barrier, because I've had to contact them for issues previously pertaining to their products before, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience. But it was taken care of eventually. So I don't know if that's just a language barrier type of thing or whatnot, but they make very, very good knives, and oh, I love this. I love this. This is just barely above the giveaway price point, so not going to go anywhere. Oh man, sorry, I'm just gushing. So Custom Knife Factory, because they are a mid-tech company, have the name right there, which is the Muscle, serial number, designer, blade steel, handle, date of manufacturer, and then a signature. So no joke, they by all means want you to be satisfied. They want you to know that this is a full-on mid-tech with the mid-tech price. This knife is, from what I can recall, is about between $450 to $500 new. You can find them a similar model for around $3, but it's not quite the same. And this custom finish adds a considerable amount onto it, because it just has all this beautiful little detail work and just this crazy anode job, and then the kind of apocalyptic acid etch scales which cross over into the blade, and it's just, oh, this is so nice. So nice. I am overjoyed. So, a couple size comparisons. Your Benchmade 940. This is an old school 940. So much bigger than the 940. PM2. Much bigger than the PM2. This is a big knife. Sorry about that. I had a phone call, and unfortunately, even if it's a telemarketer, the moment you answer that call or they call you, it cuts off the video. Anyways, much bigger than the PM2. This is a big knife. It's a thick knife, big wide handle, long blade, long handle. It's just all around just a big boy. The Benchmade full-size Griptilian. Again, this has some custom micarta scales, but it is the same exact overall length and dimensions as a regular Griptilian. Again, just dwarfs the Griptilian. Actually similar in size to the Warlock. It's a little bit bigger than the Warlock. In terms of length, a lot bigger in terms of width. However you say that. I'll go take up my current EDC. This has not left my pocket since I got it. I love the TRM Atom so much. Much bigger than the Atom. But the Atom is just so good. Also, I've since I posted the review of this, or the overview of this, first impressions, I can't talk. I have carried this quite a bit. It's been in my pocket again every day since then, which has only been another day. But in that day, I've processed a whole bunch of cardboard, did a whole bunch of other different stuff, got a little bit more color on the scale. And man, I love this knife. I gave it 100% in my first impression score. So far, it might keep that 100%. The hype is so real. But we aren't talking about this today. We are talking about the Custom Knife Factory Tashi Brusha collaboration Muscle. So, my first impression score on this knife. Honestly, I really hate to do two of these in a row, but I just have no complaints. I just don't have any. It feels so good. I love the way the ergonomics, this big, beefy, kind of harpoon swedge blade, like this beautiful mirror edge. Action's freaking incredible. The D10 is so smooth, like you can just drop it like that and it'll fall. And just beautiful. Pretty sure I put a little bit of a KPL on this and it would just be like a finger lopping guillotine. But personally, I don't like my knives like that. If you like them to just be zip closed, that's awesome. That's just not my thing. I've been cut too many times. And speaking of being cut, I watched a video of somebody on the I was just a part of my first raffle last night, and then afterwards we just kept on exchanging stories even long after the raffle was done. Again, I love this community so much. It's just fun. I posted the pictures up when I lacerated my finger. Literally, I had this whole piece kind of hanging off. I had one where I latched a hole into my freaking leg and the blood's pouring down my leg. Normally those people, oh yeah, that's serious, man. That's bad. Never seen one worse than that. Man, these people one-up me. I was one-upped thoroughly. They were showing videos of like this one guy cut his hand and it was completely healed. You could see where the stitches were at, and you could just do this and the wound would just open up. It was just so deep that even though it was healed, just the skin kept opening every time he opened his hand, which was the most fascinating yet disgusting thing I've ever seen. I loved it. There was a whole bunch of just these really just grotesque things that made me even more so. I don't really want that guillotine shut knife. I just don't. Also, I am not a fan of flippers, but this flipper is amazing. It feels so good. I'm tempted to mod the blade, let me be a Spidey hole or something, but I can't. I just can't. It's just so good as is. I think any type of modification would just detract from it. So again, I hate to do this 2 videos in a row, but like I have 0 complaints. Man, first impression score is 100. 100%. I love this knife. Man, I'm so happy. You know, it was not a cheap knife. It was, you know, obviously has a lot of custom work on it and stuff, man, but oh, I'm just happy. I am just very, very happy that I got this. This will probably never leave my collection. This is a grail that I didn't know I wanted. I didn't really like the knife, you know, just the stock version of it, but just the custom work on this and all the little side pieces and everything else. Like this is my grail. I'm sure I'll have another one, but this piece just speaks to me in so many ways. This big, beefy, beautiful, overbuilt, badass piece. Man, you know who you are. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to pick up this piece. I love it. As such, man, I love you. I love this whole community. You guys are just amazing, and I can't stress that enough. So I'm going to cut it here. As always, God, I love you guys. This community is just so amazing. Thank you so much for your time, your support, the very rapid add-on. I'm just getting blown up today by 1-800 telemarketer calls. This is driving me crazy. I might have to invest in that do not disturb mode as I have to readjust my camera. Anyways, just from the bottom of my heart, man, I love you all. You're just such good people, and I am so happy to be a part of this community. My subscriber count is growing rapidly. I'm only at 100, I think like 9, but man, I was on 20 a month ago. I was on 85 like 3 days ago. Like it keeps on growing, and it's growing quickly. And my name's getting out there, and people are starting to just take notice, and I'm just getting more people to talk knives. It's amazing. It's not even about money, because again, I don't make any money off of this. It isn't about status. It's just I'm just happy that I get to sit here and talk knives with you guys. And that quite a few, you messaged me on Instagram. We've made transactions, we've made trades, we've made conversations. I've actually met a few of you recently. It just keeps on getting better. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for embracing me. Thank you for letting me be a part of this community. Thank you for just being who you are. Just a bunch of awesome nutball knife guys that I just identify with so much, and knife women. I've met some amazing women here. My wife's met some amazing women here that are also a part of this community. Like it's not just a guy thing. It's primarily a guy thing, but there are absolutely some amazing girls out there with some amazing EDC gear and knives and opinions and everything else. Jay, this is a shout out to you. You know who you are. Appreciate you very much. Now, I always say this multiple times, I'm going to cut it here. I am, in fact, going to cut it here. Thank you so much for your time. Be kind to one another. Just take a moment, please. You just do one nice thing a day, and I guarantee you'll be a better person tomorrow than you are today. And at the end of the day, that's all we can really ask for. Thank you so much, and take care. Bye.